No.
Somebody camping.
Yeah.
Well, you can imagine kind of looking down here. It was just a complete field, a nice, beautiful barn where they planted and had corn and cabbage and potatoes and
Wow.
tomatoes. But the orchard was down at the house, you know. So you see, it's beautiful. It's nice in there. It's kind of level too yet.
What could they have planted that comes up every year that you may still find growing there? Nothing? Or?
Nah, I didn't find nothing now for the years, you know.
Wow. What is that, a pole right there?
What?
A pole?
Yeah.
Would that be from back then?
No. That was just dumped out this time. Somebody had it. You know what they had here? They had, some kids had like a big thing and they had like a hunting booth in here and maybe for a little playground or something. And that's the thing right down here. And see, this is C Street.
Okay.
Now the homes that you see on there are the last row. They were here against this bank here.
Okay. And this was the backyards of the other homes on C Street. C Street. Yeah.
See, we're coming in the school area right up here. And this was, I think, 15 by 30. 15 feet wide and 30 feet long. And it had 2 classes. And it was 8 till 12 and from 12 until 4. And then on Saturdays, they had only a noon class. And then Sundays, they used it even for worship, you know.
Wow.
We're coming right to the school here now. Okay, do it.
That's good.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Professor Moran's schoolhouse.
15 or so by 30. Here's the wall here yet, part of the wall. I was looking for this for about 20 years. And I'm not 15 years and I dug it out. That's the only way I could find it.
All right.
Wow.
This is here. This is that.
That's it. See, but actually, it.
Professor Moran's schoolhouse. One-room schoolhouse.
Right here.
Down there.
That's someone was up here and they had a metal 500 or 50 gallon drum or something.
Wow.
And they had
Oh,
and they had
okay.
a little stove in there, hunting gear or something. Right in here, Tom, is where they deposit the ash.
There's stone.
Yeah.
The kids
And
had
if you
carried
dig-
out.
If you dig in here, you find the real ashes under here, and see there's part of it here now.
They
I
had a
found a
stove.
dish in here.
I played
And right there, this was a real nice, right here was a big nice path. They used to go right up onto there. You see this?
Yeah.
And that's the cold, that slate. Of course, that's
not original.
10 years. Yeah, that good.
I don't think so.
Let me see it. Anyway. No, look at the nail in that. It isn't.
No.
No, that isn't.
It's a modern bolt in there.
Yes.
Not even be metric.
But I'm sure if you probably look in these walls here, you'll even find something maybe that kids deposited in there. You know
Sure.
how kids were?
Yeah.
Now, how would the school have been built? With a basement, which they didn't use, and they just sat
the
on top?
basement had it here. Just see it, 15 by 30. But come on back here.
Down, you know.
You know when they had that one arm,
Yeah.
one arm, it was scary. You know, on the knees like that. 7 years old, 6 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah. The outhouses would have been back here somewhere, right?
We're not sure. Here's where the 2 outhouses were, you know. So I had a
Wow.
guy come up here, and he felt that if you look here, his 2 outhouses,
Right.
and you see the, I don't know if you can see the kids that well on here. There's 2 kids standing here.
Yeah, yeah,
Waiting their turn.
Yeah.
Peeking in at the girls.
I had a guy up here, and we dug this out here recently, and he found some bottles and things.
Oh, really?
And he found, in fact, a bottle from the Robertson Brewery in Carbondale. They used to bring beer up here, too.
Uh-huh.
So if you found that, there's going to be more.
No, this is only a copy of things.
Uh-huh.
And here's that oven. I think your grandmother
Yeah.
used to have in there,
Yes,
baked
she
bread.
did. Yes, she did.
And you could probably smell it through half of the village here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a long fence around where we're standing?
Yeah,
A big fence.
big fence, yeah. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and six property, I mean 6 backyards there. Right here is
What was it called? Edgerton School District, or it was part of Archbold, or
well, I don't know, but this was Luzerne County once.
yeah,
and it's now-
1879 it changed over.
It's, yeah. I have the maps from the mining.
Paul, there was a bunch of Pauls.
Well, one of them, he came up here and he came over and he took this, which I have on my other ones in my car, before and after shots.
Uh-huh. Oh, really?
Same thing, you see the town, the whole town now, what you see here.
Wow.
You want to go up that railroad and this man come down that way, but I wonder if we can cross that creek there.
You're the guide, whatever way
Let me
you,
see.
whatever way you say.
Well, let's see what we can do.
Joe, could this ladder be original?
Around here, paid out. They had a company store, and what happened here is in fact, you had to even buy the coal for their own home use.
Uh-huh.
If you got caught stealing, you lose your job, or you dock you for a while. You bought the stuff that they brought in from here to the company store. You'd have to buy it. They had to buy the carbide, the lamps, and everything. They deducted everything. When you come home, you had nothing. You were
Wow.
just slavery.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Uh-huh.
surprised they didn't pay in Mindscript instead of
Yeah, I was just
silver
gonna say,
dollars.
did they use they didn't use mine scripts?
No,
or
they paid in silver dollars, but they
Wow.
gave it back to them, you know.
Yeah.
You know, did drive through even with trucks and cars years ago, or even the quads to go through here every day.
Yeah.
Dug up everything. Actually, this is the original real problem. This height, that's all for the water runoff
out,
and
yeah.
digging everything up.
Mm-hmm.
Edgerton Railway.
Oh.
Right through. It wasn't that. It was only the backyard we made through. But
It ended at the breaker or beyond?
it went right under the breaker.
And how far down?
It went to where they deposit the ash and all, you know.
And then it dead end there, came
Yeah,
back
and
this
then
way.
they had an upper one where the chutes would load, and they bring it on the Lokies, and they bring the railroad cars up this way, take it all the way through here, and take right up to the other areas where I spoke of earlier.
Playing here? Left?
Bikes, ties.
Yeah.
Bikes, but no ties.
Dale, get your veil and detector up there.
Yes. Wow, this was steep. They could make it up here with a rail, no problem.
No, it probably wasn't so steep.
No,
was
it wasn't. It was all graded, you know, everything they had the
Yeah,
grade,
yeah.
you know.
it? This was dug out, I think.
Yeah.
Now this is where that picture was taken from, that original
Real
picture.
Is it black
See,
foundation?
there's still a lot of it left yet.
Right here. Dave,
Yeah, you'll find some here. I threw a lot of them.
Spike. Huh?
Take it as a souvenir.
See, if you notice, I have one in that magazine.
Another one.
Pop, I found another.
Yeah, look at it. He took so many the last time, that's probably railroad bed.
Yeah, very small ones.
The schoolhouse.
If you look at this now, this is exactly what you're seeing, the whole town. Put up from that distance, you know? See, that's right there, see it? See that road coming up there,
Yeah,
way up on top?
going up to the right, yeah.
They that drag line they dug up, they had that lookout. But that used to come all the way from Archibald and come all the way down here and come right under the breaker and come out. I had a 19, I bought a truck for $50, big Cleveland, so they built a trestle or whatever.
And it came out near the Potterly?
And it came out and the partly in Erie breaker, and then they used the partly a lot of times. They dumped the coal when they had problems here,
Wow.
and that's where all the silt went from here.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
they had some. This road is here, yeah. It's always,
This was here too, this road?
yeah. Just don't forget, in 1924, since then the water company, Pennsylvania Water Company used to come up here to take care of the dam up here, you know. It's a swamp road, you know. And right before the bulkhead, before that is where that dam is, where they have
Yeah, okay.
the wall there. The water used to come through there when they have an overflow from the Ellsworth Creek. And if you notice, I have pictures of Mayfield being flooded.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
flooded.
Down
Flooded.
by the,
You take
the
the
Big
main
Chief?
street, yeah, the
Black
Big
one, all
Chief. I
that?
have the pictures of it.
wow.
It tore them right off the foundation. In Hill Street up there, it was water was that high. It was
Because the
unbelievable.
Lackawanna and this creek, both creeks together came up and,
Gales would come through here, and all it does is just keeps going down, and then it flooded Mayfield out
wow.
twice. So that's part of it, you know.
Uh-huh.
If they do, yeah. If we have a problem like they can just shut the dam down from the water flow and flood all this out back to. You bump into the railroad. You know, I'm not the railroad, but the Casey Highway.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's a clean-up thing, but that's where it takes you.
Wow.
And if you bear right again, you come back on this road and it takes you to the exit.
This
You
would have
come
been,
up here, it's full mine reclamation. That's all nice and flat. You got
Yeah.
pond,
yeah,
it
grass
comes
and
right back down to German.
this would have been a footpath they took down to Mayfield though?
Yeah.
Down that way?
Oh yeah, that's the swamp road. They used to travel to church from that school.
Really?
They come up around that. But the people here, they say, used to come through the swamp road. So they used to walk the small clear, like to go to Cotton Mayfield.
Wow.
Church was going to
That's a beaver hutch in the middle of that, look at it.
Boy, the day I ran through that years ago with my quad and everything, and I can't believe how much water. They just
The pole's right in the middle of it too.
everything. I can't understand what
Is that gonna rot away
the
and fall
company
over?
won't come up after and divert that. You see the dam down there?
Yeah.
Hard to
Looking back towards Edgerton. All the water down there. Edgerton lies right there. It's down below that tower.
Yeah. It's built on.
There's tons of snow.
How about when a train goes around the curve? Why does it skip up? Yeah, like the horseshoe curve.
You know the
I
answer
think they're tipped to one side. You know?
to one side.
Yeah.
This is where all
Everybody walked on this
everything
one?
happens.
This is the way we should have come up.
Yeah,
That's the way we want it to come. I hope you can get through there yet, but I'll try. It comes right around here to turn, and it's only maybe a quarter of a mile. You're at the
To the bottom of the town where the first
the stone
field.
house was,
Yes.
and the hotel and everything, yeah.
That's where you took the picture going down the road.
Oh yeah, okay.
That
Yeah.
one the dirt was. That's where
All right.
it was all.
Those rocks weren't
You
there
wanna know
back then,
about
were
that
they?
marker?
That marker, that was the gateway here for the Aylesworth. They had a gate around here, and you know they were doing a lot of damage. I come here, I patrol this a lot of time, and I come up here. Right over here was a, you know, the tractor trailers. You know how they had the gas and fuel oil,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there were 2 tanks here, and they were filled with fuel oil, and it was leaking into the Aylesworth Creek and going
Wow.
around there. So I had to get the guys from there, and I said, "You got to come and get it out of here." They tore everything wrong, you know. You can't do anything, right? They destroy everything, honest to God.
So this was the main road. Was there a railroad track here too, or just a?
No, this is no railroad track. This is where all the beer and all the necessities for
Food and everything.
survival and food
Yeah.
and the company, all the big time operators came on horse and buggy through here and everything.
Oh,
Originally. Only way then.
yeah, in and out.
That's why they have that stone down here. It was kind of half between Edgerton and half between the town, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see the concrete pier in the woods on the right-hand side of the highway out of going?
Yeah.
That's where they came from.
They all came from here?
Really?
During that WP,
1934.
what was
started,
that? The work was
Oh, the wall.
Yeah,
The work progress administration.
yeah. Started by
Opposed to
Roosevelt.
the PWA, which was the Public Works Administration.
going on.
The school in Iden was built.
There's something here about something life and dear peace or something. Right here, if I can explain something. This is a soldier. Here's his rifle. See it?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
here's the strap.
Right.
And here is he standing up here, and he's all, and right here you can see him with his that was before World War. It was World War I, 1914 or something. See? And right here is the sun that's coming over the mountain. Now what I did with this here is I had this 2 years clean, and it's more visible.
Yeah. I forgot.
Now
Shaving cream. You forgot the shaving cream.
You know how to work that?
You spray with shaving cream, you squeegee it, and it'll bring the image
well,
right
I'll
out.
bring it. I'll have to come up. We use different things on it, and I talked to a guy who was a professional, and he said he has some kind of acid. You know? And I says to him, "Can't you give me a bottle?" I says, and I come and do it. He says, "You want to lose your hand or something? It'll burn right through." He says, "I will come down and do this for you free." And he was doing a job on a church steeple, 68 feet or 80 some feet, and he fell off and killed himself.
Oh wow.
So it never passed.
This was
Now
done.
shaving cream will do it
Shaving
for you.
cream? Well, I have to go down and get some shaving cream.
And a squeegee. And then just squeegee
This
it,
was
and
done
it'll
doing
fill in the
First
grooves,
World
you'll
War?
be able to see
First
it.
World War.
Baking soda maybe too.
What does it say on the bottom there?
Mud.
I see.
Deer is something.
Or
Uh,
come when it's dark, use a
Is-
flashlight.
I can't remember what it's. He drone in out, and they never
Deer B-I, is that an I?
DEAR. Deer, but it says war and something with dear peace or something. I don't know, something like that. I can't remember. But you see, this is his boots and here's
The shadow. That one helped.
here's the rifle and all and
Wow. Is that neat?
and that's done 1914 by the name of his name was Swisky.
It's a whiskey.
Uh-huh. Your father would know.
I'd ask him about that, yes.
Can never. It's a whiskey's right.
So whiskey, yeah.
No, that he lived over in East Germany. Guy.
Okay.
He lived in the end of the block where your grandmother lived, down on that end.
I'll ask him
Is
tonight.
it halfway to Edgerton or close?
No,
Does that help any? Probably not.
A little.
I have that home more on this.
You gotta.
Oh, yeah.
There used to be cans and things for water that they used to drink from. That's, I'm sure your father drank out of that. Well, like Jacob's well,
Using the spring or what?
spring well.
Well, that's the spring.
Right on top of the mountain, Hartsville Mountain, used to be one.
Dig a well.
No, it's just they used to call this the Hosey Well. You know?
Wow.
It's a spring actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see the last one.
Yeah, all the teams of horses and everything.
And because of the mines underneath there, it's gone.
Barely trickling on now.
Yeah, we'll probably,
Yeah, all everything. This is the old road. See that? It used to go around here. And there's something else. You look at the camera like that.
yeah, you can see the stones in there.
Well, that's the way you would come up. Oh, you wouldn't come that way.
There was nothing there. That was all nothing.
Oh, no park.
Nothing.
The
So
dam
this is
was,
the original.
Originally, it came right through here, straight through and made just right around that bend, and it came right with the bulkhead in the end. You see that pole is from pole line? There's a nice dirt road like this.
By the
so this is the
cemetery?
main
It
road
came right
here.
by the
It
cemetery.
didn't
Came
cut
right
over
to
that
the
Same way.
cemetery. Same. That yours? Everybody's. Not for you. Yeah, this little ride, your own.
Yeah.
there it is.
So it'd just be a creek, right?
Back to what it was.
Put your hands on the wheel so we can.
Turn it, see what happens.
It won't turn. They got a chain.
Oh. You walking out there, Dave?
It's all the way open because the wheel is all the way open. Yeah, if the wheel was all the way extended, you can see the thread would be closed.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, it's just over. Yeah. Because there are big pipes on the bottom, and they open it as you go through.
If they pull the plug, they'll do that. They'll open it
They
and
had
all
the
drain
same
out.
thing on the where the dikes are where we passed by this morning.
Bob, how did they pull the plug on it? Can you believe that? Yeah, come on.
You know, they'll open
Here it
that
comes.
and it'll come through. See where it's coming through now?
Yeah.
On the bottom of that is concrete. There's already the castle garden. Yeah, that's on the east side of Mayfield already. You see?
Yeah.
And let's see, come around here. Let's see here. Right?
Right there.
Here, somewhere here's the road going up here is Lackawanna, and the bank was over. The bank wasn't there yet.
Right.
And this railroad here came right on into German, and that was the Glenwood Breaker to be like here. And it crossed right over the Lackawanna River. And there's pictures of that.
What's that small tape?
Yeah, you have to get the converter.
Yeah,